What do you want for nothing? So I've pulled a bunch of axles, and it usually entails trying to use a forklift or floor jacks or putting it on a set of rims without tires or that kind of crap, and it's always sketchy. You're always worried about falling or crushing your fingers or whatever. But this is a mount that I made to pull the rear chunk out of a housing. I just spun it around on the jack, put the jack to the rear, which is normally to the front, bolted it up to the diff, and pulled the axle out with it. Yeah, boy. So this is actually the theory behind the design of that mount that I used to pull the entire axle housing out from this truck on. I built this, I cut it out on my plasma table in order to pull diffs, RS 404s, RSP 40s. I use this to R&R diff chunks and not actually axle housings. But I'm gonna be honest, it worked really good for the entire axle housing. It was, like I said, secure. I didn't feel like I was gonna lose fingers at any given time. I need to revise this a little bit, make it just a little bit taller, maybe another 2.5 inches down here in order to get more clearance underneath the bottom where my trans jack hits on the bottom of the bottom of the axle housing rather. But sometimes height is clearance is of the essence in order to get diffs out from underneath the trucks, and that's kind of why I made it as compact as I did. But I like this design, bolting to the front flange instead of onto the the universal design adapters that bolt onto the yoke, where you can't R&R the yoke with the chunk securely mounted. You kind of got to monkey it around in the dirt or some crap, if it's rolling around on the ground or whatever. So I really like this design a lot better. I'm sure somebody makes this, and if they do, that's great. I wish I would have known about it. I bought one, but I ended up having to make one. So that is what that's all about.